Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here with a live commentary for our Friday edition video, where we are going to be looking at the Salem, the Tier 10 Premium Heavy Cruiser coal version of Des Moines, except there's a few different things going on with Salem, and let's get into that real quick before we drop into a match. So what do we need to talk about? Well, first off, this is the build I'm running in terms of the upgrades. One of the differences, of course, between the Des Moines and Salem is that you're not going to be able to run that legendary propulsion modification that I love so much. So then, since we don't have access to that, since it's only a Des Moines feature, we take the main battery modification 3 for that extra DPM, which right now gets us down to reload time of 4.8 seconds. Here you can see the signals that I am running. Probably we'll just throw that on for the heck of it. Economics, because I want to earn more free XP as well as credits. You can earn a decent amount of credits here. And this is the build I'm running on Halsey, so I'll go into this tomorrow during the upgrading commander build video that I'm doing. But what sets Salem apart? First off, let's talk about her radar. Instead of having the 10 kilometer radar, it's an 8.5 kilometer radar. The reason why you have this slight bit of a nerf to the radar is because of the specialized repair team. So we're getting a HP per second, 1,300 for a consumable action time of 20 seconds. And if we were to compare this to the Des Moines as an example, you can see it's drastically less, 253. Let's go ahead and throw the India Delta on. 303 for a consumable action time of 28 seconds. I don't really think it makes any difference with Commander or without. So basically that means, let's also look at the reload time, 76 seconds. It should be the same here. 76 seconds if I mount this guy, right? So the really big difference, to summarize it briefly, and how the Salem kind of has a leg up on the Des Moines is in terms of the punishment the Salem can take and heal back, and which the Des Moines can't. So you notice if you watch King of the Sea tournaments or clan battles and such, Salem gets put in a more aggressive position than what you would use a Des Moines for because of that specialized repair party that you have. I feel like there's one more difference off the top of my head, but I do not remember. Probably find that out once we go into battle. So it's the radar difference. And how you try to utilize the radar in Salem is you want to try to be in a more aggressive position, like on a flank or something, because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you if you position yourself too aggressively. So oftentimes you're kind of feeling the situation. You're not going to be able to hunt down destroyers quite as easy compared to Des Moines because of that 1.5 kilometer difference in the radar. The other thing that I wanted to mention that's different is that you don't get the option to run both the hydroacoustic search and radar on Salem. So on Des Moines, we can get the radar, we can get the hydro. But here on the Salem, you cannot. You have to choose one or the other, but you do get the defensive AA. So looking at our match, the first thing we're looking for is CVs. There are no CVs. The second thing we're looking for, are there any submarines? There are no submarines. So in more actually mid-tier, because there's a super ship, tier 11. Then we want to check out radar. You got a Puerto Rico 10 kilometer, a Worcester 9 kilometer radar. I guess we have a CV and a hybrid. So we still have a threat of planes from the Kearsarge, so be mindful of that. No torps, torpedoes, not as, I think there's 7? No, 8, with the 8 kilometer versus what Marceau's like 9 kilometer torps, I think. And Yamagiri, the Sadaka guy. So, not too, yeah, we're not really about overmatched per se. I mean, you got Georgia's 457s. Okay, so, yeah, so let's look at that consumable layout. So you can see instead of having like a repair party, radar, and a hydro, like you would have something with the Des Moines, it's the defensive A fire consumable. So unfortunately you have to swap between one or the other. I believe it is on the radar or hydro. So you can get the best of both worlds. So I just tend to run radar just because it helps me better, and If I think there are destroyers around or a general direction, I try to position the Salem appropriately. So let's see, we're here on Warrior's Path, domination mode. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right up here. I'm gonna take this position and I'm gonna nose in towards C. I'm gonna try to do what I can to support our Delarna. It's the tier 11 Holland, if you will. But I need to make sure that I'm giving myself time to go wide. Because if you go too much in too early, when the enemy destroyer steps on the cap, which is possible it might happen to me here, he can spot me, and then there might be a battleship, you know, down over here that can get shots on me. So I really want to take and aggressively want to hug this island, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so we have the Duncan and the GK over here, the Kleber. I'm not sure how they made contact. Did Kleber fire? Or was it literally just the spotting? Okay. So it's not long-range torpedoes we have to worry about. And Friesland's over at A. I'm going to assume that the Yamagiri could be Bravo, but he might go to one of the flanks. We have a Cyclone coming in less than 5 minutes, so I think we can actually probably use that to our advantage. So now I kind of want my Delarna to spot the GK. That would be nice. So I really do try to take this aggressive positioning here. So I don't want the Kleber to think that he can just shoot my teammates for free. And we actually got that shot off when he was behind the island, so I still didn't lead it enough. Although at the same time, he could probably just harass me with long-range fire because it's really hard to hit a Kleber when they're just running like that. I do run priority target because I want to know who's targeting me. Okay, he's gone. So I'm still detected a little bit. The GK is moving wide. We have Puerto Rico who's taking a rather aggressive positioning, so I'm really going to have to watch that. Yamagiri is over here, so he's not out wide. So let's go ahead and pop the radar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get close enough. He's literally right on the edge. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Oh. Okay. You do have to excel out of the radar. You know that, right? Okay, that works. And I'm trying to figure what the heck is going on in chat. I don't have any time to pay attention. It seems like people are not being kind in chats. You're gonna go wide. He's still looking this way. I wanted to get my rear turrets off, but I'm gonna cancel that. Yeah, he wanted to shoot us. Still want to be mindful of the Puerto Rico behind us in case he decides to be really aggro. It's possible I can get myself in a position where I'm not going to be detected, but the Kleber is still spotting us at this point in time. So we're going to reverse a bit more. The GK looks like he's going to fire again. Okay, we did finally get to go dark. Ashima's playing a dangerous game. I'm not gonna get too greedy because the Kleber could still be out wide spotting us. I'd like to try to. Yeah, there's the radar from the Puerto Rico, and we do have this guy, top grade gunner. So once there's a ship in our standard capability range, we're gonna get a buff on the reload time. Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting island there now. So it's the Puerto Rico who's lighting us. So we're just gonna bide our time. We don't need to play aggressive. Hopefully we can whittle down this GK. Although the Yamagiri could move out over here, but it doesn't seem he's done that so far. Radar in 16. So we did lose our Salem. still not lit. The Lorna's hanging around. I want to check that.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
He really wants this cap. We're gonna make him pay for it. And I'm not gonna chase him either. GK shooting. Yeah, we were showing a bit too much side there. So that's gonna happen, unfortunately. We're gonna back off a little bit here. And I'm not really worried about putting the fire right now, because if I put out the fire, the bear can just reset me, and my super heal is just going to take care of all the fire damage he's putting me right now. Let's spread the shots. Okay, let's let the rest of these shells come in. And now I'm going to go ahead and burn it.
Our team has taken the lead. Problem solved, sir.
Why does he need my support? I'm holding down this cap. Radar? Just burnt the radar, dude. I don't know who you're talking about. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and push back up here again. The GK is moving more over, which is great. The Puerto Rico radar is getting us again. I think Delarna is doing what he should do and just torp this corner, because that's where they're trying to get us. So I'm getting flash, so Yamagiri could be dumping torpedoes. Because I won't have radar for 50. So the points is still to our advantage. Ooh, Shimakaze got detonated. Let's take your Juliet Charlie combat signal, boys and girls. Yeah, it's Colbert's gonna try to get cheeky. Why isn't anyone able to spy him? Like, seriously. Thank you. We're gonna switch to AP. We should just be able to citadel him like this. Kind of wish I had the AP loaded there to begin with, but it's okay. We're gonna switch back to HE. We're just gonna take our time. We've got time. There's no need to pressure and run into the cap right now. So with like Des Moines playstyle, Salem's radar style, or playstyle, excuse me, is you're often sitting on a lot of islands, doing a lot of cheeky shots like this while being able to stay dark. Now their team, we do not want to push in a situation like this because of how many enemy ships are down here. So you've got the Yamagiri, you've got the Colbert, you've got the GK. So it's just not a good situation for us to push into because of how many are there. Okay, so we just went dark. I think Puerto Rico is reversed back on the Bravo. Did he eat a torp? So what we want to do is we just want to prevent them pushing and collapsing our flank. So it's kind of a boring play style, if you will. Maybe not exciting, but this is the proper call for right now. I just hope my Delarna, if the problem I'm gonna have is if the Delarna like just completely runs away, he can't really prevent the DDs running up on me. So that's the Colbert fishing for me, I guess. He wants to see if I'm still here or not. I don't want him to know if I'm here. But our team just needs to play patiently. This could still go either way right now. Although I'm wondering about falling back. Yeah, so let's see. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna fall back our Delarna. It wants to see what's going on in B, and I can easily just turn my guns and look that direction. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But I don't want my guns too far turned around. If I back up more, I'll have more radar coverage of Bravo, so maybe I can help give him an idea of what's happening. So let's go ahead and do it now. So I want to see if someone's pushing. Okay, it's the Colbert. No one's pushing through C yet. It's good for us. Okay, we forced him off the cap. Great. It's more than I could have asked for, so that's good. Our Polymer really is leaving us out to hang. So I have no support out here now, so it's not the best scenario. The GK, so we just saw a spotter. He's moved off to over here, so he's not interested in pushing up for now. But we do know the Kleber is over here. And there's the Yamagiri. And there's a Colbert. So, yeah. Don't really want to deal with that. Can't see what's happening here. So, I'm going to keep reversing for now. Let's shut the A off. He wants to get an idea of where I am. I didn't want him to know. Let's see if this booster gets nervous and pops out here. Okay, yeah, now the Yamagiri's detected me, so he knows I'm here. There's Colbert. So. Oh, fudge, there's a poison. Really? He's gonna make a run on me? Okay, didn't expect that to happen.
Our team has taken the lead. All stations reporting the position.
Didn't see that coming.
Target. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes direct fire.
I don't need Hydra to tell me where you are.
Flooding quickly. Problem solved, sir.
Just like that. That's how that works, buddy.
Enemy destroyer.
But I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive this. Well, that was a bit of a waste, Mr. Wargaming guy. I mean, you could have just gone wide and torped in. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. But that's fun. So now it's the question of whether or not our team overextends themselves. Because it is good. I'm glad I did get rid of the Yamagiri there at the end. I did not expect him to be that aggressive. I'm surprised the Colbert didn't like come out here and kind of angle out and just start shooting me. But to each their own. So we made them, they took a long time to come around, so I just, with the Yamagiri right there, I mean, they were smart, they went wide, and Colbert, I just didn't feel like it was smart for me to just continue sitting there, especially if Yamagiri launches torps down this way. So that's why, when I saw the Delarna and the Pomeranian going in this way, like, there was no need for me to continue to sit there, because at that point, when I don't have any destroyer, I don't have a battleship out here to punish them for pushing up. It's not going to be good for me. So if my team wants to take Bravo, then I'll try to play off my team and take Bravo. But it looks like the Colbert is right in here. He took advantage of the Yamagiri smoke. So I mean, yeah, he noses into the island, and you're like right in front of me. Of course I'm going to shoot you, even if I can't see you. Oh, he's doing a good job. He's angling away, kiting away. There's the Kleber. He got tired of us at sea and went wide. Yeah, I don't even know who was getting all salty in chat. I wonder if that was against the other Salem, because I think I saw him direct a comment towards the Salem. Maybe it wasn't towards me. Ooh, DACA from Colbert is gonna be a that's a game changer for Palmer there, but now that he's come out, he's put himself in a crossfire. In between the Sovietsky Soyuz and the Ohio, and a Vermont looking to come out this way and punch him from this direction. Yeah. So, not a crazy, like, epic game or anything by that means. I think just kind of a standard game. But, ooh! But we did what we needed to do. We had to play off around our team. Now it could have been I could have pushed through C even without my Delarna and Palmerin, but that would have been very questionable because I didn't want to know what the GK was doing as well as that Kleber at first, and that would have just been asking for it. So we played off what information we had. So I think I would have done the same play again. Just wasn't expecting the Amagiri to be that aggressive, but I really wanted to punch that booster when he came out. So yeah, our team did a good job. Held off well, all said and done. Although if I don't get this Kleber killed, then it's game's gonna go on a bit longer. Yeah, there's really nothing that Kleber can do at this point. I'm just like, so when a battle's over, I don't always just exit out. I just try to like watch what happens, see if there's anything I can learn. But there's really nothing that Kleber can do at this point except just kind of quote unquote farm for damage. So just kind of kiting out like he is and running from the Ohio is kind of a thing he can do. Although the one thing I would say, if you're the Ohio, let's say as an example, you're dealing with a Kleber like this, sequential fire your shots. Don't shoot a whole volley at once. Like take a shot, see how the Kleber responds, like shifting his rudder from the side to side. So like let's say like you wait 2 seconds, then fire your third, then fire your fourth, because then it staggers him and he's not sure when you have your next shots reloading. So unfortunately he's just going to drag this out because he sailed so far away from the Ohio. And the Ohio's wise, he doesn't have to push the Kleber. There's no need for him to push the Kleber because that's what you would want to happen in a Kleber, is for the battleship to push you in being a destroyer. Vermont's doing good. He's just kind of on standby. He's Overwatch on the cap. He's not going to push in and get all aggressive. So, yeah, he's doing a good job here. So, and Delarna, yeah, he went wide and he was looking for the Kleber, but the Kleber ended up pushing in. So then him just flipping C to try to end the game sooner is great. Nothing else he can do. By the time he sails all the way over to try to get to Kleber, the game would be over anyhow. So these guys did what they needed to do, and they're not trying to win harder. They're just chilling. So that's great. Something to learn from these guys. They're not trying to throw by just continuing to chase down the Kleber. So yeah, very good job. Very impressed with how this our remaining team handled this. Yeah, so they're literally like, the Dawn is like, I'm gonna sit there. I don't need to waste the petrol, the diesel, whatever you wish. He doesn't need to waste it. And that's gonna be game for us. So let's see how we did. So 1 million credits, even though it wasn't like a crazy outrageous battle. Oh, okay, so I was working on that campaign task, so we did get top 5. Okay, worthy of spot 2. I really didn't know how we were going to end. Vermont, let's compliment the Vermont. Kitakaze did good. He just, Kleber focused him down there at the end. And then I'll go ahead and focus, or compliment these guys, because they did what they should have, and they didn't just go running in and throw away their ships. So yeah, hats off to them. Yeah, take a lot of your health, Mr. Salty Sea guy. I'm not sure if I'm aware of him. I don't apparently a staff member of Wargaming, but I'm not sure if I've heard of him before. So anyhow, that is Salem for you. My intentions are that I'm going to be continue playing with Salem because it is a good credit earner, especially when you put on the really good economics for the credits for tier 10. And I'm going to keep playing it more. And here you just get an actual live commentary, how I would play Salem. Pretty standard battle, not just trying to cherry pick the battle. But I'll probably will keep playing Salem, and then let's see if I get another really good game or something I can showcase to you, and kind of showing Salem off a bit more. I will say I did make a misplay off this island. I showed a little bit too much side, and the GK punished me for that. So we lost the health because we were angled well enough to bounce his 406s or 420s, whatever he had mounted. But all in all, good game. So if you liked this battle, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. Try to do these videos showcasing you the different ships in the game of World of Warships. Tomorrow we'll do an upgrade and commander build video for the Salem. Gonna be pretty similar to the Des Moines, but there'll just be a few differences and we'll discuss. So we will see you tomorrow. Take care.